Ladies and gentlemen, this is 181, of course, 301 case. So based on that, of course, we handled quite a bit what we do call copyright policies. And then those copyright policies actually they're affecting the issue that they use. They use the status at their debating levels, at their meeting levels, and then the public unifications levels. That's all the orders which are relating, and of course also as well affecting the youth. If we compare how to travel cases and then the use of the copyright, how they're affecting and what they are supposed to do with the people. If it comes to the issue that if an individuals like me, individuals like you, and who else want the use of this copyrights policy to amend the amendments of the company who form it, and then where the visitation is occur, or wherever the individuals like me, like you, who is here, I'm still willing to visit the organizations, still willing to outreach the offices and then buy my thing, and then settling my slave, settling my orders, and then settling whatever comes available for the futures. But that is mandatory edition as a copyright policies. Is my copyright, is your copyright, is every individual copyright. So you want to mess mine, I don't mess yours. That's fine. But the areas of the copyright editions, I'm not the head of the staffs where the areas I'm visiting. If we talk of the copyright policies, I visit edition. Let's say I visit RBC, I have problems with the RBC. Let's say I visit the city mall and I have a city mall, no problems with where I'm buying, and I have problems with the other product where I bought the product, and then the product that is affected is particularly one company which affected the product. If let's say examples, this is maybe Rogers company affected all the product here, all the systems here, let's say. If Rogers affected all the product, because what is Rogers' role? Their role is to pull more money from me or from you, from anywhere. That is based on the copyright. We do the copyrights because they say this is the price. The price is the price is $19. The price is $9 per month. You pay $9 per month, or you pay $19 per month. Okay, and then now this is our copyrights. And then the copyright, they give it for us, and then the guy who is the bill guy doesn't go for the copyrights. We are using the copyrights, and then if this copyrights relate edition hate rates, what about it relate hate rates? And then now this is the market. The guy even will say it, yeah, I'm the only market here, I don't know the rest of the guy. You come here, you are still using edition that maybe you are after the copyright. You want that copyright, I'm not that copyright. So take yourself away from here, then don't come and buy here. You know, this is a big mall. If it's a big mall has like 500 Fortune company inside there, is not appropriate to push someone away and then to say let a certain department stay away from this kind of order. You know, so that is based on the copyright policy confusing the use decision to join workforce and schools. Be in schools and then mature debates of win-win solutions, because this is a win-win. If it's a win, that is the issue, and the copyright policy is amended, and then of course both sides, they are really made to win the policies. Otherwise it may become too critical for them to win. To that regard, saying that very affair. Otherwise, we also talk of editions. So what about the copyright policies of edition of the Sudan, about edition Uganda, or about edition Kenya, What about addition to Canada itself? This is Canada. Canada is maple leaf. Canada is maple leaf. And then what about the DRC Congo? Yeah, DRC Congo, name changed to DRC Congo, but their initial edition is Zaire. So if now today is they have a rebel activities there, yeah, because yeah, what about the policy, the copyright policy, which they are not focusing about. What about Zaire? You forget about Zaire. The Zaire was born again, and then grow up, and then wanna be rich there, wanna make money, and then wanna make their Zaire company going up. You don't want them to go up. If there's the rebel activities, of course, there is a regards, So is mandatory things which is based on the effort of vision, of the effort of the copyrights. If we talk of the copyrights, that means the affairs, the implementations, the founders of that particular areas that individuals themselves normally visits or normally come with. Because I'm doing my own work, you can see here I'm very busy with my own work. So I have not other times to talk this kind of nonsense over another office which I visit for a short times. If I visit for 15 minutes or I visit for 30 minutes, shopping is 30 minutes. It's not 1 hour event. If a shopping is made 1 hour, that is mandatory. You're buying food. Yeah, you can spend 1 hour. Most shoppings, people are spending condition more hours. That is the people who goes with this kind of inventories, or shopping lists at hand. They go with the shopping list at hand. They write all their shopping orders at hand. They want 100 each product. 100. They write 100 product. Of course, they have to go and get it all done like this. That's when they may waste 1 hour. They may waste 30 minutes there, and then wasting your time, you may say so. But if it's about wasting the time, because I come there, and then there are many people come there, and then we all stood on the line, and then of course to match in, and then we are waiting for the line to be called one-on-one, and then what we expect is the copyright policy of one-on-one call there is gonna work with the other one, because the ATM is the worst enemies we have. If we talk of the ATM, you force me to go and use the ATMs. But situations, this phone here doesn't support the real ATM systems there. Those cards all goes inside the ATMs. That is all for us, So we have those consequences there, of course, on that. So don't just go to people anyhow, because we are confused, but the confusion is not on a regular basis. It is on that criteria and on that capacities. Otherwise, if we talk of this one, the youth, of course, that is youth employments, work copyright policies. What about the club or the disco club and copyright policies, and in the workplace policies? The people you hire, you are selecting. This is a company, not hire people here yet, but people already hired themselves. They're gonna be working here, So if they're gonna be working here, people already hire themselves. They are at a different home, and then of course that is they know they are doing their copyright policies from their home yet. So what about the people you hire there, and then we talk to them, and then how is their capacity? How is their debating level? Is their debate is win-win or win-lose? What is their other? We know everything of them. Otherwise, if a speaker or an individual doesn't know, they won't even open their mouth and then be talking about nonsense. Otherwise, if it comes to this one club, a copyright club, also people goes like this, they dance. If there are 15 people, they dance in the same style here, they are called part of the same feather, they flocking together. That is their copyright. If you see me, I'm a single person, or I'm alone, or I'm just going myself, And then yeah, my copyright policy is different. Maybe we talk of this and we talk of this and this is my area of the workplace. If you want me to go there and spend time with you, you're bothering people, yeah, I will pull you, go come to my office and work here, sit here. This is the office desk here. You sit here, you loiter here in the office there, you loiter your statement here. And then if I can write it, I can write it. If the video will write it, and then I give it to my communities. The community will verify if they find you're talented, yeah, you match. If you're not talented, you don't match it. No. This is based on the copyright policies which you are saying, yeah, you are hired. But how you got hired, that is your copyright policies, and then the like is a different club discourse associations, or how you name it, we have really no idea. But households and the other trust fund for family use or purchase, repair basements, leakages. So we talk of this one, the households, of course, that is those homes, of course, yes, we know they are standing too good outside, they are looking very smart, but inside, yeah, we know they are very damaged, they cut around. But I'm not the one who cut it even. You can blame me also. Yeah, I'm also in the city here, because that is a basement leakages. I did not go to your basement, I did not go nowhere, I don't know what is happening. So I don't see anything there. But if the area look good and then some areas doesn't look good, there is scary. Myself, I'm there, I cannot survive. You expect you're a good survivor. And then I know is this one, those basements, of course, the wallpapers, of course, most of them fall away. The water tank is not defended. There is no cleanliness around there. The children, they're playing everywhere. Everything is not good enough. You are at work. You are helping the people. You expect I'm confused. I'm destructive. Yeah, I'm also here, workplace, I'm also working. And then I'm also seeing you as a big obstacle, because you're obstacle somewhere there. You are trying to stop me from doing the right jobs, which you're already my office authorized. This is your schedule, accompanies for me this equipment before the next schedules, you know. So if you are really demolishing those accomplishments I'm making there, that is a big disaster for my office. And then your office, you are there yourself, not yourself. So many people there could be. And then I'm also a traveler, how to travel basis. That is the capacities of that regards. Otherwise, if you look at this one, the wall, how to renovate those areas, how to repair those leakages of the basements. Of course, yeah, some of them will say, yeah, that is we have to increase up this one, the startup for non-paid departments. If those people, they how to travel departments, like we have travelers come from different countries worldwide, but if they reach there, of course, their basements is already given from this basement leakage to another one, from there to them again. That's the situation they fall in. And then the heavy poverty here in Canada. You don't want people even to open their mouth and then laugh to each other, and then even say hands, and then by shaking, and then let them not even waste 5 minutes on the street. You expect you are the boss there. That's not really a boss. From observations from the street, home standing, family homes, to the apartments, to the office buildings. I know that's the situations, because if it comes to the basements, there is a lack of startups. Because myself also, this office here request, yeah, this is my Walmart startups. I did the inventory of this inventory track with Walmart, yeah, I did, and then I send it there. Give me my 2,000 after 2 years, and then they did not pay. Give me my 2,000 after 2 years, they did not pay. Give me my 2,000 after 2 years, they did not pay. Yeah, that is there. If those kind of all are affected because of that, that is all related to the basement leakages. Yours is also out, mine is out, the other one is out, and then what is required, what is requested there for you as your startup to do with those repairs. Those repairs, they calculated here. If they paid 2,000 of course the expenditure of those wallpapers, maybe we are not too sure, but the wall boards, those wall boards, and then the service people, and then putting them back, and then getting the paint, and then the basement is very big. It's like the only rooms there, some rooms there of course. Yeah, because I'm talking also, I have the government housing we have there, a basement. I can see that basement there on 2 rooms there. Okay, on 2 rooms or 1 rooms. Basically 2 rooms. One that is a living room, and then that is a kitchen. That is a room there, and then the other one here is taken by addition by the stair. So if the stairs take it, and then of course, yeah, that is basically they are met their rooms. Of course, that is a big area. So if you find addition, the wood just standing, and then everything ran away. Yeah, of course, that is there. We are also, we will leave it like that. The home there, we leave it like that, and then we rent and we fill up apartment. We are staying in apartments in Vision. Now the home is abandoned there. If the home is abandoned, so we also travel. That's how to travel. So we left the basement leakages. So we give it to whom another traveler come here to this country is new, and then we give it to another guy. The same poverty from us together, family is also affected. That's why we talk of the startup, then we talk of the repairs. There's both the basements, a lot inside basements. There were a lot of removal of wallpapers. They remove all the wallpapers away. As we say, this water tank just standing there, and then the floor itself even not clean enough. Everything's not too good. If you look there, mostly all the street you are seeing here, most of them they're all leakages basements. If you talk of, we found maybe this one, maybe 13% of this one of Canadian home very good. No basements. There are basement people sleeping in the basements, but most homes there, where people are not sleeping in the basements. If there is no sleeping attendant in the basements, no interest for sleeping in the basements, and then of course, you may find there is a leakage there, the cardiac. And then of course that is due to damage, and then due to addition of relocations, and then the need repairs. Of course, everywhere they have increased problems inside the walls. That's the worst. Whatever you look inside or outside, they look clean enough and then nice for you, and then it's not nice inside the basements. That is as they are dirty and stinky. Then our street homes are stinky, of course, dirty, and then they look like a ghost house inside, except the one that kept keep their original repairs, and then make good copyright of to another citizens or migrants, as we say, because another immigrant for another immigrant, that is a good addition, a good looking home, and then more original, and then more reasonable, more responsible, and then mature, and then talkative and excellence. But otherwise, see yourself, if you want those homes, you first get a child. If you have children, of course, yeah, you have to train the other child should be able to use the basement. If you feel you're all kings and queens, and then you don't want to be in the basement. So that's why, because elderly, you have to get together in the basements, and then with their TV, with their kitchen, everything also assembled there, and then that's when they will safeguard that area, and then they will sustain the window will be even accessible by hand, all the times. That otherwise is not easy, for you to do the laundry and other things. Otherwise it's not easy, because that is from what we scratch. And my name, of course, Wayne Hassan, is it on, but with all the all the overseen edition, the dilemmas we have over the basement leakages, that is youth educations. Of course, this kind of sickness came up, but people doesn't go to school these days. And then every individual even that want to drop out. But we talk still within our communities also. We say, yeah, this is a good thing. We can connect with the youth, and then of course we can customize our open space as a reasonable addition connections, and as a reasonable addition reunion, and as a reasonable addition a system for copyright maintenances. So our policy is also to maintain the copyright policies. If you expect you are the only reasonable, that is good, you reason that man or way, and then we are reasoning our ways, but all will meet somewhere there according to the copyright policies, because we come from different homes. This is 5 fingers. If 5 fingers, of course 5 fingers, I'm not in your fingers. Which fingers do you prefer among those 5? If you prefer which one, I don't know. Which style you use there, I don't know. Those are slim or thin, tall, short, you name it, bent, which one, fat, and then you don't know. But dependabilities, that is your own reasonings, because that is the copyright policies. Because wherever you fault, they're all copyrights carried by individuals. I have it, you got it, I don't know. So that is to do with that. Otherwise, there is nothing I can do about it. There was 181 301 cases.